it's Paulie here. Yay! Doo-doo. Now, I did actually kind of sort of review these rules back when I very first started. I just wanted to do them again because you might have missed them in those early videos. This is Delving Deeper, and these are really nice rules. What Delving Deeper has done is they've taken original D&D, the little brown books in the little wood grain box, and they've made them more understandable, kind of more accessible, but it's preserved that game, and that game's kind of disappeared a bit. So this is those three books. There were like Heroes and Magic, Monsters and Treasures, and Wilderness Adventures. These are now in this one book. It's pretty simple, and they've kept it simple. It's incredibly accessible. It's nicely laid out. It's very crisp and it's very clean, but it hasn't wasted a lot of time with illustrations and so on. But it's everything you need to play a game. Now, original D&D, hit dice and so on all tended to run off six-sided dice, and so did weapon damage. It's a lot simpler game than the thing that you've kind of got in your head as headcanon of, oh, that's D&D. No, 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 you hit dice a d6. The damage that you roll a d6. It's not quite as sort of crazy on powers and so on. It's sprung from a skirmish game where things have got their roles and nothing kind of runs over and dominates from anything else. Everything's kind of an equal choice to have taken as a character. So this little set of rules really does bring that game back to life. It's got some addenda and additions that crept into that original game from supplements like Greyhawk. They haven't put in the plethora of ridiculous kind of weapon bonuses and subtractions from armor class and so on. But we do, we have thieves and so on as potential classes that you can take, which was, that was a good call. This has all the monsters that you need, and again, it does it quite simply. They're all in there. It's got all the treasures that you need to run a game. It's less full, of course, of all the strange, wacky things that you got in Advanced Dungeons and Dragons with its, special magic items, miscellaneous items, but it's got the core legendary stuff that lets you, run a legendary kind of game. It's got great lists of rules for wilderness exploration and randomizing terrain. It's got lots of wonderful rules for creating a world. It's got little rules for creating settlements, and obviously it's got things in here for encountering monsters both underground and overground in different settings. Look, this is beautiful. I mean, it's got aerial combat, it's got evasion and pursuit, it's got naval combat if you want. It's got getting lost when you're out exploring. What else have we got in here? Yeah, settlements and strongholds, seafaring and time and movement. And it's got some little charts for creating settlements. It's a way of generating an entire game and doing it simply in one book. This makes it very portable for conventions. You can carry this thing kind of tucked in your bag. So this is a great thing to lug along to conventions without, taking up much space. And you can offer someone original D&D style play. Boom, character sheet, roll, off you trot. You're playing, and you're playing original D&D. Now a lot of those very, very early adventures that you'll see, they were made with this kind of play, this more simple ethos in mind, and it does have a feel that you don't get with the later Dungeons and Dragons stuff. It's kind of open and it's airy. The magic's not sort of dominating things quite so much. So it's a nice feel. It's a nice kind of geist to it. So look, it's up there on Drive-Thru, Delving Deeper. Look, if you're a games historian and you want sort of a workable version of the original Dungeons and Dragons to have a look through, pick it up. But if you want to run games for people that have all of the feel and core mechanics of original D&D with some of the Greyhawk and Blackmoor and gods, demigods and heroes and so on in there, but without the flash, and that no one on planet Earth needed or wanted. You know, we can all those kind of little flash rules, no one needs them, so they haven't put them in. So it really is kind of an edited, distilled D&D experience, and as such I think it's really valuable. This is a great piece of work. I'm so glad they did it. Go and pick it up, even just for curiosity's sake, but a wonderfully playable game. Really is. Great for conventions and just great for groups. Just show them what old school D&D really was. You want to be old school? Do it with D6. Anyway, cheers everyone. Whee!